As you're pursuing your dreams and goals in life, do you often find it hard to stay motivated?
In today's conversation, we'll discuss two key strategies to staying motivated as you pursue your dreams and goals in life coming up.
Hi, I'm Joseph Williams.
And I'm Ebony Williams.
And welcome to Purpose Awaits, where's our purpose
and our passion.
Providing you with tips and strategies for the life and the relationships you'll love.
Here at Purpose Awaits, we cover personal development as well as relationship content. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And by clicking on the bell, you will be instantly notified when new content is available. Now, let's dive into today's conversation.
It can be very arduous at times to achieve our dreams and goals in life, but even harder, along the way, staying motivated is the key.
One of the keys to success is being able to stay motivated even when things don't look as if they're working out.
Believe it or not, food and exercise is one of the things that you probably don't hear that often when it comes to staying motivated, but we are prescribed to the idiom of thought is that we are what we eat.
Right.
And I'll raise my hand first and say that I've had some guilty pleasures of, donuts and cake and different things like that. And if we all will agree, afterwards, we feel very lethargic and just tired and not motivated at all to do anything. So what we eat and exercise is directly correlated to how we feel.
According to Harvard Health, it's important that we eat a balanced diet, take a multivitamin, and reduce refined sugars because they're known to give us a quick boost of energy, but they end up leaving us depleted.
It's also recommended that we eat smaller meals more often because our brain needs a steady flow of nutrients.
Physical activity. Physical activity is also important because it is known to get the blood flowing and pumping, and it supplies the body with much needed oxygen so that your body can start functioning at a higher level.
Obviously, we know that our health is our wealth.
Yes.
Also, one last quick tip. It's good to get outside if you can because the sunlight releases hormones in our brain, serotonin. And also at night, it releases hormones, melatonin. So that's why it's so important to get outside in the sun and get those hormones going and get that fresh air.
It's good for the soul,
The second tip to staying motivated is people, places, and things. What we call environmental anchors. The people around you will directly shape your mood, your belief systems, and your behavior. So it's so important to be around the right people that have goals and dreams in their life. They will uplift you in your energy.
Yes.
Every night, sometimes we're around people and literally we'll leave out the room with a headache.
Yes. Yes, and it's very real. It's so real. I think one of the things that we found to be really interesting in our journey is you can actually be so elevated, if you will, like mentally, you could just be in such a different place in comparison to the people around you. So much so that when you have to integrate with these people, they literally become energy suckers. They literally just suck the life out of you, right? And so with that, that's what people, places, and things do in regards to you being able to stay motivated. So let's say you're on a quest to complete, to reach your dream or to reach a goal, and you have friends around you who are negative Nancy's, or they're always complaining about their current situations. And I don't know, you could find yourself kind of constantly pouring out. Well, there are times when you have to limit that, which means maybe you don't pick up the phone. Maybe you're not returning a text message. There is absolutely nothing wrong with guarding your space.
Diving a little deeper, I read an article in the Huffington Post, and it was dealing with marketers and how they get us consumers to spend all of our money in the stores. You go in the store, and we've all been guilty of this. You go in the store to get 1 or 2 things, right? But you leave out with 5 to 10.
Yes.
It's because they said in the article they intuitively orchestrate the store in a way where you can't help but run into things that was not even on your list.
Yes.
And the article literally said that their goal, which is crazy enough, their goal is to break your focus, the environment.
Yes. Now, if marketers are able to utilize this principle and strategy, if it can happen to you in a store for crying out loud, and those are just things, how much greater of an effect would people have on you, right? Like when you're really able to see the two together, it should really make you reevaluate what you choose to surround yourself with. So, I mean, you could be like us. You may not have anyone around you to be able to motivate you or, to speak life or, just to encourage you. Something that we do we still do today. We make sure that we find something motivational every single day to listen to. At this point,
right here on YouTube,
yes,
you'll find plenty of motivational speakers to listen to,
yes,
podcasts, reading books.
Yes.
People still read books now.
Yes,
we
and
read books.
Actually, you should read. You should read.
Music, the music that you listen to.
Oh, yes.
Also, let's dive a little deeper. If your home is cluttered,
oh, yes,
that will drain you.
It will. It actually stifles, it just stifles that energy. So once you're able to, if you just clean a space, I think we've all been there. Say, for instance, you needed to clean your room and you finally clean your room, and once you finish cleaning your room, you're like, oh, it just feels so much better. That's what that does.
Now, with the room, other components that you may not be aware of, or probably maybe say to yourself, wow, I haven't really considered that. The lighting in your home.
Yes.
Also, different fragrances that you can burn candles and incense. You can do all type of different things to motivate you and to give you energy that maybe you didn't know about.
Yes, just to boost that mood. So this is something that I've learned along the way that Joseph has been so gracious to remind me of, is that you don't have to stay where you are.
No.
Okay?
No.
So you may not feel keyword
feel.
Because
that's a decision.
That's a decision. And that's what I had to learn. It was something that I chose to buy into. Was it the truth? Was it the truth of what I knew to be true for me? That's what you have to consider. So yes, you may not feel motivated. Yes, you may not have anything around you to boost your mood, but can you change that? Yes, you can.
So with the key strategies that we provided, this is a plan of action right now, a call to action.
Yes.
What's your why regarding the motivation, right? We all need a motivation to lose weight, to better our finances, to cultivate and foster a great relationship. What's your why? The why is why we're constantly working, to build the life of our dreams.
Yes.
It's our why that gets us out of the bed every morning, that keeps us up late at night.
Yes.
It's our why.
It's our why. And because our why is strong enough, I'm really grateful to be at the point where I can honestly say we don't see problems. We don't see problems. What we literally see are opportunities. And that's a shift in perception, okay? But that came with time. The more we did the work, the easier it became to really just kind of flow into these different areas.
Okay, you saying you starting to open up Pandora's box. So you talking about perception and shift.
Yes.
So now let's because we are strategists and we study psychology and,
Yes.
and different things about the brain, the reason why we don't see problems is because we have this part of the brain called the reticular activating system.
Yeah.
What is that? What in the world is that? We explain to you. It's a part of the brain. Think of it as a filtering system.
Yeah.
Okay, give you an example. Have you ever bought a car or an article of clothing or anything, and when you bought it, you notice how many other people have the same thing as you?
Exactly.
That's the reticular activating system. You activated it. It brings to the forefront what you deem as important. So that's why when Ebony alluded to and said we don't see problems, and also entrepreneurs and just different people of influence,
Yes.
they drive through those problems because that reticular activating system is in play.
Yes. And obviously this is something that you can do. You don't have to be, you don't have to be an entrepreneur or, a leader just in your everyday life. You can choose, to decide how you view your problems. You can either see it as an opportunity for you to grow, or you can decide to play victim. Whichever narrative you buy into, that's the narrative your reticular activating system will bring to the forefront for you. So the more you discuss problems, the more you talk about your worries, the more you complain, that's literally what will be brought to the forefront. So you won't see opportunities for growth. You won't see the opportunity for change. All you will literally see is the problem.
Because you're just reinforcing it and you're exacerbating the whole situation.
Yes.
So the more you feed into it, the more it will build.
Yes.
So choose, as we've been alluding to, choose. You have to set things in place
Exactly.
to keep yourself motivated, even when you don't have anybody to do it for you.
And I was just going to say, no one is going to do it for you. And the truth is, it shouldn't be anyone else's job. You may have low moments, like we've all had them.
Yes.
We all have low moments. What matters is how long you stay there. How long are you choosing to just be in low spirits? You have the power. Like, you are completely enough. You can change that, but you have to want it. No one else can want it for you.
So remember, your purpose in life is to contribute a gift to the world and to leave an indelible mark on the planet.
The world is literally waiting for you to show up, own your truth, and walk in your power as only you can.
You're not waiting on it.
It's waiting for you.
Step into your destiny.
Your purpose awaits.
Here at Purpose Awaits, we wish to create a dialogue and not to have a monologue.
Regarding today's topic, what tips and strategies are you going to implement into your life?
Did you find value in the strategies that we provided today?
In order to achieve true change in your life, what is at least one action item you can implement today?
And lastly, what topics and questions do you have that we can answer to be of better service?
Yeah, go ahead, comment below, and we'll look forward to hearing from you.